Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here. Back at Blackwell Academy and wondering where all the good men have gone and where are all the gods as I hold out for a hero in Life is Strange. But Pete, Max is a time wizard. Isn't she the hero of this particular story? Why are you holding out for a hero? Your hero is here. You know what? Yeah, you're not wrong, but I'm actually not talking about the town.
The campus has a portfolio of image possibilities.
Maybe we should get out and document them. But first, let me finish my train of thought, if you don't mind, Max. I'm not talking about the town. I'm pretty sure Max's time wizard powers are going to be sufficient to prevent the whole global warming-inspired tornado apocalypse thing from leveling this dump. What I'm talking about, something a little more dramatic. I'm talking about the apocalyptically unsanitary conditions in the dormitory showers, Max. That's a real issue because I don't even think a Time Lord can unwreck that train. That's a task for a true hero, Max. It takes real courage to walk into that festering pit armed with nothing but a mop and a bucket. That's like, it's like Luke shutting off his targeting computer and trusting the Force. It's like Hector strapping on the armor and going out to face Achilles even though he knows he's probably gonna die. It's like Samwise Gamgee picking Frodo's worthless ass up off the ground and hauling him up the side of Mount Doom by main force. That's the kind of hero we need to get that done. That's real, Max. That's real damn heroing right there. And honestly, I don't think anybody in this town has the kind of intestinal fortitude needed to square off with that bathroom. Certainly not Samuel over there, sitting on his ass feeding the pigeons instead of going to do battle with the mildew and soap scum festering in that dormitory. I don't know. I think it's sad to say, but while I may prevent the apocalypse from, sweeping this town off the map with a finger of God-style level 5 maxi tornado.
Blackwell is so serene early in the morning.
Yeah, it's lovely. But while I may be able to prevent that, I don't think anybody's going to be able to do anything about that bathroom. So, you know what? Let's just go make fun of a not hero and talk to Warren about his brutally savaged face. Because I guess, that's not the kind of hero we need. The kind that gets dropped with one punch from a casual foe. We're going to wander around because we always do. They really want me to run.
I definitely won't play with this thing again.
Well, never say never, Max. You don't know. Ooh, files.
I can see that Samuel's concerned, but does he need how did Samuel get photos of Rachel posing?
Yeah, it's real eerie and creepy. What's in the box? Is it like a severed head? What's in a box? What's in a box?
And what's with this other crap?
Well, it's not Gwyneth Paltrow's head, so I mean, that's okay. I'm pleasantly surprised, Samuel. Sure, your weird, creepy stalker photos. I mean, that's, and an axe.
Samuel really should keep this locked. It's a waiting accident.
How is it a waiting accident? It's a hatchet, which is just a tool along with some other tools, and it's secured snugly to a pegboard. I think he actually did secure it, Max. It's not like he's left it irresponsibly lying on the ground next to an overturned rake so that somebody could step on it and flip an axe up into their face in a Buster Keaton-style comedically designed death. Food waste?
How hard is it to dump the trash into a bin? But I could use this to attract squirrels.
Sure.
Release the Kraken. Come on, squirrels. Time for your 15 minutes of fame.
Because squirrels are always coming over to eat discarded donuts.
I better not get near the bench, or the squirrel won't take the food.
Right, got it. Gotta move away and let the squirrel feel comfortable with absconding with this donut. As I move away, the squirrel approach. Look, I can totally fuck with this squirrel. And once he's up there, he doesn't give a shit about me.
Wowzer, it's hard to get this close to a squirrel.
Not really.
Yes.
It took you all of 9.5 seconds, and suddenly the squirrel doesn't care about you at all. He's jonesing, ma'am. This donut is his crack. Look at him. He's got the twitchy sort of look. Yeah, he's like a meth addict getting his first fix. He's all twitchy and wigged out now. He's like, yeah, gotta get my fix. Sweet, sweet, sweet chocolate cake donut. Oh, it's so good, so good. Thank you for enabling my addiction, you fucking bitch. I had 12 months on the wagon until you did this to me, you enabler.
Can't Blackwell have at least one no football zone?
You could pick it up and kick it into the woods. Then there would definitely be a no football zone here. Now, looking at Max's legs, she doesn't strike me as the kind of girl who could kick a football very far. Not that I'm judging, I'm just, making a judgment call, but so, never mind, I guess I'm totally judging.
The birds are flocking around Samuel.
Well, they're flocking around the food. I think Samuel is probably If anything, a deterrent to the flocking of the birds, probably because of the odor.
Ah, there's Samuel, up early, already communing with the critters.
Or rather, documenting which critters he would like to later wring the necks of and then see about taxidermying, because let's face it, Samuel seems like the kind of guy who's really into taxidermy.
Hey, Samuel, you're up early.
Oh, hello, young Max. I do love the early morning. Everything is so calm and quiet. And I can feel the animals waking up with me.
It's the one time of day when I don't feel compelled to drive an axe into the brain of a young co-ed. It's the only time the voice is screaming inside my head. Give me a moment's quiet, Max. Now is the calm time for Samuel. Later comes the horror. The horror, Max. Let's talk about the Rachel
Sorry
thing.
to pry, Samuel, but why are there photos of Rachel Amber in your shed? I'm curious about her.
Sorry to pry, she says while prying. Now everybody wants to know about her.
So do you know her?
So did you know her?
Like I told the police. She was a good egg. And she gave me those photos.
Oh, you talked to the police? Rachel wanted to be a model.
Yeah. She gave out headshots like squirrels chasing food. Keep on prying, Max. Sounds like you have a lot of time on your hands.
Well, I do, actually. In fact, infinite time. All of the time in the universe.
That's one thing I truly love about Arcadia Bay. It's all those cool animals in the forest.
The squirrels always come in the morning for food. I can hear them whisper. What animals do you see in the forest?
No, let's not talk about what animals I see in the forest. Let's go back and talk about the part where you said you could hear the fucking whispering of the squirrels, Samuel. I really, really want to know about this, because now I'm thinking maybe you're like the son of Samuel, except instead of the dogs telling you to do it, this time it's going to be the squirrels. Oh, Samuel, why'd you chop those co-eds' head offs? 'Cause the squirrels told me it was a good idea, Max. I had to do it. The squirrels demanded blood. I did see
Don't
John
laugh,
Doe,
but
John Bambi
I
Doe.
saw a doe that seemed to be looking
Ruminant
right
detective.
at me, like it was trying to communicate.
Communicate the fact that it had found its
that's
mother's
your
murder and
spirit
needed
animal.
your help to bring it to justice.
Nothing weird there, except you saw yours. Could be a sign about your destiny. What do I know? My spirit animal is a squirrel.
A deadly, deadly squirrel who slips into my window at night and tells me which co-eds I should brutally murder and where I should hide the chunks of the bodies, Sam. That's what he tells me. He's my spirit animal. This guy is like a fucking evil Bob Ross, actually.
So, what did you think about that freak snow shower yesterday?
Another message from the earth to get our shit together. I will say that Samuel hasn't seen anything like that before.
I so don't want to get in the way of your morning ritual. See you later.
Of course you will.
Is it that you don't want to disturb his morning ritual, Max, or is it just the fact that his creepiness factor has finally reached your threshold and the shivers are running up and down your spine and the only thing you really can do now is flee in terror at the monster that sits before you?
Take care, Max. And keep listening to the animals.
You keep listening to those animals, Max, but don't you heed their wicked, wicked advice, because they're gonna tell you to do nothing but kill, and it doesn't matter how much of the blood of your victims you bathe in, Max, you'll never silence their demands. Don't give in, it's a slippery slope, trust me, I know, I'm on the downhill of it. That guy, the more I talk to Samuel, you know, I was inclined to be okay with him at first, but the more I speak with him, the less okay I become. Hey, what's up, Taylor Swift? Writing a song about a boy who tragically broke your heart?
Victoria. Hi, Taylor.
Why would you even talk to me after the shit you pulled yesterday with Victoria?
'Cause she's a worthless bint and actually deserved it.
I don't want to fight with you or Victoria. Instead of smack talk, let's just talk.
No, actually, you know what? I think we
You're
should
funny.
do, Max, here.
Well, I'm not doing anything at the moment, so talk.
Yeah, see, I say we actually should dispense with the talk and just get to the smack. Let's not smack talk. Let's not talk. Let's just smack. Take your little Jack Bauer camera bag there and start wailing on this bitch. Let's talk about Kate's video, because Victoria is not a
really
subject for
upset
polite
about the
company.
video. All this gossip is cruel.
Boo-hoo. That's what happens when you preach to everybody about sex. She'll live.
I guess we're
Why do you
stuck
hang
talking
out
about
with
Victoria.
She's pretty mean to you and Courtney.
And she's bossy too. Look, you don't know her. I do. and she's one of the best friends you could have.
I think what you mean is she's one of the most valuable friends that you could have, and that you're manipulating her, or she manipulates you. You manipulate each other in some kind of like mutually beneficial symbiotic relationship, where basically you're both parasites, but your waste product is each something that the other needs.
I guess I've had mean, bossy best friends too. Better than having mean, bossy parents.
Oh, suddenly you got to
I'd love
flip
if
it on
my
its
mom
head
was
and
mean
turn
or
it against your
bossy instead of
parents?
Sick, but whatever. We've had our talk.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think we're going to be friends. Oh, wait, did I learn? I learned something during the course of that conversation, and that this girl doesn't get along with her parents very well. So let's go back to this then.
Hi, Taylor.
We should have a new conversation option here. Let's talk about your mom.
I've heard that your mother was sick. I'm so sorry. What happened to her?
Did she
Well,
catch
if you do
bitch from
care,
Victoria?
My mom had back surgery. Victoria was there for me. Like you are for Kate. I'm not about tearing people down, Max.
I know. That's why I wanted to talk.
I'm glad we did.
So we did something nice for Victoria. Wait, what's your name again? Oh, right, you're Taylor Swift. I forgot.
Hi again,
You're so
Taylor.
distinct.
Hey. That wasn't such a bad talk. We should do it again.
Yeah, sometime soon. Maybe we could talk about that bitch Victoria and how I'm going to slowly winnow away the circle of people she calls friends. How I'm going to take everything that she has and make it mine before ultimately destroying her. Or perhaps I won't destroy her. Maybe what I'll do is let her wallow in the misery that she has created. Maybe I'll take away everything she has and everything she ever will be, and then I will leave her to linger in suffering and agony forever. Oh, we can walk out here. Can we walk up by this totem pole? Nope. I can look at it, though.
Warren told me that totem is named Tabanga for a reason nobody knows.
He named it Tabanga because he actually buried a young co-ed named Tabanga beneath the totem pole, and he just wanted to remember where he stored her vagina so that he could dig it up and use it again later. What did he do with the rest of her, Pete? Was it just a vagina? Yeah, he hacked away most of her torso and just sort of kept the pelvis for himself and buried it under that totem pole. Wanted to make sure he marked the spot. We also have a text message. Let's check that out. From a private number. So this is going to be Nathan threatening us again? Oh, wait. We have another private number. This one is Nathan. Who's this private? Different private number. Nathan's father. This is a message to let you know that attempts to slander and blackmail my son will be met with many lawyers and legal ramifications. You're not the first student at Blackwell to try this. I hope you're the last. Consider this a final polite warning. It's not slander if it's true. That's it's one of the ways that slander laws work. Or honestly, it's not even slander if I just believe it to be true. It doesn't actually have to be true. I could just be honestly mistaken. Like if I say your son is a pathological homicidal maniac, as long as I legitimately believe that and am just in error, it's not actually libel. You're allowed to be mistaken. It's not slander either. I mean, printed libels and print. Slander is spoken.
The Prescott dormitory? Good lord, Nathan's family owns my dorm?
Well, they don't really own it. The school owns it, but the Prescotts probably gave them a shitload of money to slap their name on it.
Max, get over here.
Yeah, all right, Warren. How's the face there? Considering the savage beating you took, I would have expected it to be more structural damage to the orbits of your eyes, but they look
Warren is out
shockingly
and about
intact.
already too. Looks like he's waiting for somebody.
Max,
Yeah,
check
he's
it
waiting
out.
for us, Max. What are you, like the most oblivious person on the planet? Well, I should... I'm really tempted to just ignore Warren and get on the bus, but he did take a headbutt for us. We should at least acknowledge his
Warren,
existence.
What are you doing here?
Oh, nothing. Waiting for a call? I mean, I already took the call. Anyway, I wanted to rap about that action yesterday.
Yeah, action, Warren. I mean, that's one way to talk it. Let's rap about the fact that you got dropped with one punch like a drunken sorority girl at a frat fight. Pete, what are you talking about? Yeah, I once saw a girl. I was at a frat party, and, I was drunk, and there was a lot of drinking going on. There was a lot of people. A fight broke out in the middle of the room, and it just devolved into a general brawl. I was up against the wall trying to slip out of the mess with minimal engagement, and there was a girl next to me who was also doing the same thing, just sort of scooting along the wall trying to get out before the cops showed up. And some dude just turned around and punched her right in the face and dropped her like a bad habit. It was one of the most brutal things I have ever seen in my life. And that's, seeing you get punched like that, Warren, it reminded me of that moment. Yeah. Thanks, Warren. That fist
By
that
the
you took
way,
could have been meant for
thank
me.
you for stepping in. You were pretty badass, Warren.
Well, don't
Oh,
say that
yes,
with a
you do.
straight
I
face,
got
because we
knocked on
know
my
that's
ass by
bullshit.
that dick. I'm some personal superhero.
You're
Well-
a real everyday hero. You stood up to a bully, and it was awesome.
You know what,
Even though
Warren? You want to
left
prove
me
how big of a
with
hero you
said
are?
bully and ran off with that girl. She's pretty punk rock. How do you know her?
Maybe if you wanted to prove true heroism, you could grab a mop out of Samuel's shed over there and go into the girl's shower room and do battle with a little bit of mildew on my behalf. That would prove true heroism. I appreciate you taking the punch, though. Her name is Chloe.
An old friend, Chloe Price. We haven't seen each other in a while.
I bet you were glad to see her blast up in that truck like a rock star. Which begs the question, why is Nathan Prescott getting psycho on you?
I'm not sure it's limited to me. He seems to be getting involved with pretty much everybody. Also, why are you wearing a shirt that has a box on it saying meow? You know, you're just almost as hipster as Max.
I busted him in the bathroom yesterday with a gun. I'll give you the story later. Principal
Max,
Wells
the
is
way
taking
you
care of
said
it
gun
now.
made it sound like
You're
you were
fucking weird.
aroused by the
That
gun. You'd be
bizarro
like,
snow
I saw him in the
yesterday.
bathroom with the
Speaking
gun.
of dystopia, that drive-in is having a 70s Planet of the Apes marathon. Let's go ape!
You know what? Sure.
Yes, that's exactly what I need. I love those old school ape films.
I want to tell somebody
Well,
to
that
get their
was easier
damn
than I
dirty
thought.
paws off of me.
Cool.
And I
I'll
have a
text you the
pretty reasonable suspicion that the person I'm about to tell to get their damn dirty paws off of me is going to be you, Warren, because I feel like you're going to make a move even though I'm not really appreciating your stylings much. You don't really strike me as a man's man, Warren. You really don't.
Warren is out and about already, too. Looks like he's waiting for somebody.
He was waiting to ask you
I
out,
have to
Max,
tell
and he
Brooke I'm
did.
going with you to the movies instead. I'll text you later.
Oh, did we? You know what? I think you belong with Brooke, Warren. You're not my kind of guy. I don't want to. I hate to break your heart, but I'm gonna have to undo this. I'm gonna have to shoot you down, Warren. I'm sorry.
Warren, what are you doing here?
Yeah, let's skip this. Yeah, I got my axe beat. Also, thank you.
By
I'm
the
still
way-
saying that. That was nice.
Oh, yes, you...
You're a real everyday.
Even though you left me with said bully and ran off with that girl,
I did not run off with that girl. I do not recall Barbara Streisand. Wait, was Barbara Streisand that girl? I don't remember who that girl was. But I definitely ran off with Chloe Price, not that girl.
Chloe Price. We haven't seen each other in a while.
I bet you were glad to see her blast up in that truck like a rock star.
Actually, I was more off-put by her Twin Peaks license plate, if I recall correctly. I did bust him with a
I
gun.
busted him in the bathroom yesterday with a gun.
See, she sounds so
I'll give you the
aroused.
story later.
Busted him in the
Principal Wells
bathroom
is
yesterday
taking
with
care
the
of it now, I
gun.
hope.
He's a dangerous,
fucking
good-looking
weak.
bad boy.
Like
And the
that
way he
bizarro
thrashed your
snow
ass,
falling
Warren, makes me
yesterday.
think there's
Speaking
nothing
of
I want more
dystopia,
than him
that
rutting
drive-in
between
is
my
having a
thighs.
70s Planet of the Apes marathon.
Probably while carrying
Let's
that
go ape.
gun. No.
No, I don't think I can concentrate on going out to the movies.
Also, you should take that
I
girl,
just feel
Brooke.
like escaping.
It seems like...
Fine. Be a damn dirty human. I'll go ape myself.
Yeah, you do that, Warren. You know what you should do is you should go ape with Brooke. She might actually let you get, a little jungle love with her. You could go straight up monkey. Jungle love, baby. Make it a jungle love. Because it seems like Brooke is really into you. And I gotta say, I don't think your chances of getting in these particular pants here are especially good, Warren. But if you're looking for some action, Brooke would probably set you up.
I have to see if Brooke wants to go into the drive-in, Max. Maybe I'll see you later.
I do feel a little bad for Brooke in that I'm basically giving her my sloppy seconds, and I feel even worse for her that those sloppy seconds are Warren. I'm sorry, Brooke, but, I guess Warren's willing to settle, and for you, he's settling up? So we're supposed to be getting... Am I getting on the bus here, or
David
what?
talking to Nathan cannot be a good thing. This has something to do with Kate
Well, let's go get involved.
or Rachel.
We should probably go get involved, Max. What do you say? I say we go get involved. Nope, we're just getting on... Hey, wait a minute. We're taking a school bus to the diner? How the hell does this work? Also, who scrawled on the side of the school bus in fucking crayon? I'm really confused about the logistics of Blackwell Academy. Don't they have a cafeteria? And if so, why does the bus take kids away from school and not to school? I'm as confused as I've ever been. I mean, I'm sure it's a prestigious academy, but shouldn't some of these people have vehicles? Wouldn't they be, you know, in regular public transportation, not a school bus? Shouldn't this be just like, you know, a metro, a city bus? Why are we staring at the power lines? That's kind of, just lower your sight lines, Max. I'm having trouble placing myself in Arcadia Bay. There we go. So we can see the bay. There's the lighthouse in the distance. Speed limit here is 30. We're in no danger of breaking that. Bus taking an extraordinarily wide turn. Who wrote on the bus with crayon? It looks like they let a kindergartner sign the Blackwell Academy transportation logo. Max is really digging into the music. It'd be nice if we could share along, but you know how YouTube feels about copyright things. Can we drag this out a little bit more? A little bit longer. Longer bus ride. Yep. On the plus side, we are getting a good scenic look at this same spot in the town, and they really want us to focus on that lighthouse. They're making sure that the eye is drawn past Max to that lighthouse. That's good art direction right there, letting us know that that phallic symbol is important. Phallic symbols are always important, Pete. You know, I'm on board. And there it is, thrusting forth right there into just the upper right side of the frame to make sure, once again, there is no way we can avoid seeing it. I was hoping I'd get a chance to, like, maybe hang out and talk with some of my bus mates. I'm curious where they're going.
Don't try to take it from me. It's mine.
I wouldn't dream of it.
So here's the Two Whales Diner. It's open 24 hours. He's going to be a millionaire.
Talk about going back in time. The diner looks exactly the same.
We got to steal this old guy's lottery ticket, right? I mean, he's crazy as shit. And he, well, you know what? He looks a little bit like Christopher Lloyd. Oh, Max, I've got a lottery ticket, but Marty isn't here to take me back in the time machine so I can get the winning numbers. Can you help me out? I heard you're a Time Lord. Sorry, Christopher. You know what? I think we're going to have to address your problems next episode because I'm about to wrap this one up. If you've enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to see us get on a skateboard and maybe ride across town past a broken clock, might consider subscribing as well, because, hey, time travel. This guy is very clearly Doc Brown over here. Maybe we're about to see the invention of the flux capacitor. I don't know. You should probably tune in and find out exactly what happens. It'll be crazy, Marty. We can do it together. We'll rob the Libyans of some plutonium. Now you're just making it weird, Christopher. Now you're just making it weird. I'm also done. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.